Welcome back, folks. One of our favourite spots. It's the beginning of a heat wave in central London. At the moment it's still before noon and we're at about 26, give or take, which, yeah, a lot of you people, especially those of you living in Nevada, Cali, pretty much anywhere in Asia, and of course anyone living in Oz is going to be like, what is he talking about? That isn't even hot. Folks, it's not per se, but I throw in that high 80s, low 90s humidity, and woo-hoo, it's a cooker, I tell you. It's a bit of a cooker, but it's fine. If it were too hot, I wouldn't be outside. I'm more worried about the horses, guys, than myself. The good news is that we will almost certainly see the horses being watered at some point during today's video. I mean, if I ever actually make it off the bridge, that is. I might well be rolled up in a gypsy Roma carpet and tossed over the edge of the bridge. Guess we'll find out. For whatever reason, it seems that our little scammer friends have decided to move on, I mean, at least for the moment, but hopefully permanently. I mean, as you can see, it's packed, plenty of people both ways. There's no point in me going any further realistically. I will cross over in a minute. Oh, here we go, the obligatory photo shoot with Big Ben just behind. How unusual is that? We hardly ever see that here on this bridge. Oh, look at this poor lady. I don't know what she's selling. She's selling something, little trinkets, but holding an umbrella. I'm not sure if that's because her boyfriend would like her hair to be perfect for their dinner tonight, or because she's worried about burning it out, frying it in the sunshine. Guys, yeah, I mean, I wanted to show you all that it's still scammer free. I'm sure some of you think, oh, it only goes during the week because the scammers will be at the weekend. You know what? And if you saw that video where we met the scammers and they told me to stop filming, I mean, that pretty much says it all, doesn't it, really? Unless they throw me over the bridge, I will not stop filming. Speaking of which, there would be a guard change at the palace today. I guess now it's around about 11:15 or something. I'm expecting at the moment that the morning inspection is likely ongoing, possibly a captain at the front of horse guards. I mean, realistically, oh, he's like playing us a little tune with his bike bell. That's very thoughtful, isn't it? That's exceptionally kind. In fact, what a lovely tune-playing fellow he was. But anyway, guys, you get the idea. It is a flawlessly beautiful day so far, and this is day one of the heat wave. We're expecting 28 by Tuesday. Okay, it's not that dramatic, but it's a good start. We'll definitely hit the mid to high 30s next month. We almost always do. So there is that to look forward to, and there's this to look forward to as well. How's that, guys, for a sunny day view, complete with the red bus? If you'd screenshotted it on time. Lovely, isn't it? I'm not crossing over today because there's no point. We need actually to be on this side. In an ideal world. Here we go, fashion shoot time. There's yet another one happening here, right in front of the clock. 18 green just wandering into the frame. Who the hell's that? That's not the mum, is it? In fact, maybe it is. Traditional headscarfed mum, non-traditional kids. And you got some bongs, guys. Not the type you like, not the type you remember from your college days. Don't get excited. It's not that type of bong. It's a Big Ben bong. Bong.
This is the actual dinging. It'll ring a little.
Oh, a dinging, in fact. That tourist said this is the actual dinging. Is it a dinging? I think it's more of a bonging, isn't it, really? I mean, more like a good dink or a good bong or a good bonk or whatever you want to call it, but there it is. Lots of bongs, it's 11 o'clock. Wow, oh, hold on a second, is it ever going to end? Ah, it actually was the last one. How appropriate. Okay, alright, bongs are out of the way, guys, for the moment. one thing that was interesting this morning, I mean, well, the tube was a nightmare, as it often is at the weekends, was the massive number of Swifties at the station at South Ken. I know that because I live there, and you basically never hear American accents. Okay, maybe a couple here and there when they're staying in South Ken to go to the Natural History Museum or the Science Museum or whatever. But wow, oh my goodness. Absolutely chocker. Yeah, chocker. With Americans with their luggage. I guess they just came here for either a long weekend or perhaps they've been here for the week, finishing up with the Taylor Swift concert last night. Not my thing at all, Ms. Swift, but hey, Prince William seemed to enjoy it. Which is probably a good thing. Keki Fodki. It's amazing actually how many Russians are in London, considering the fact that we're supposedly, not officially, but unofficially, in a conflict. Utterly extraordinary. I guess they mainly got the visas before things kicked off. Talking about things kicking off, we're going to be a bit pushing and shoving on the pier today. Look at this, folks. Look, that is a lot of people, no? The pier is squished. Wow. No thanks. I'd rather do it on a quiet day. If you don't get a good seat on the ferry, it's pretty much a waste of time. Ta-da!
Oh my god. Yeah,
and it's very expensive as well, folks. I seem to remember it being about between 15 and 20 pounds to go from, for example, one of the furthest pier west, I believe, is Putney. That's the starter or furthest, depending which way you look at it. I can't remember how far it goes east. I know it goes past Canary Wharf out toward the Thames Barrier, but I don't know the last stop east because I've never been to it. That's fluffy pink tuk-tuk. I'm not sure you want to sit in that and sweat your twallies off in this weather. Look at that. Fair play to the man. I mean, if I was cycling around with that thing, not only would I want, financial compensation for looking like an absolute donut, but obviously I want to get paid as well because of the heat. So I can understand how they'd say, hey, it'll be £50 as you get there, and they say, oh sorry, we meant £150. Yes, I am breaking the lights, guys, but you know what? No pain, no gain. Oh, look at this lovely old car. F7 TWR. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. I'm trying not to get too many people's heads bobbing up and down in the frame today, but just like horse guards, it's borderline impossible. I guess, in fact, that's the downside of people not realising that I'm filming. If it were very overt that I was filming, people would, I'm sure, jump out of the way much more quickly. They seem to only realise at the very last moment that, oh, there's a phone attached to the pole that that guy's got in his hand. Saudi just came out of the tube station like, whoa, why don't we go back and build one of those at home? The tower, etc., that is. Oh, she's asking, where is Mr. Abbey? I mean, I can't even see Westminster Abbey. It's not as if it's a massive building with flags on the top that sticks out above the trees and is pretty much visible from most of the central London skyline. So I do understand how you could miss it. Look, it's really small in the distance. In fact, from this spot, it looks a teeny weeny bit like Edinburgh Castle. It really does, towering over the city. Okay, I hate walking past this corner because it smells of absolutely gloriously fish and chips. And as I'm not about to have a fish and chip lunch, I'm jealous. It's the pub on the corner behind me. Gosh, it's really, really, really packed. Whoa, 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 whoa. As I'm reasonably certain, the morning inspection will probably take, I don't know, 5 to 15 minutes, I guess. We'll have a wander over to our favourite little phone box, see what's cooking. Obviously, the light had to be red, didn't it? Wait, let's get in the middle. Don't worry, guys, I'm actually in a traffic island. I'm not going to get run over. So we'll see what's cooking at the phone box before we head to Horse Guards. Things were apparently a bit chaotic at Horse Guards yesterday. I wasn't here, folks, yesterday. First Saturday that I've missed in, I can't even begin to remember, at least 3 to 6 months. But yeah, I had an annoying end of school garden party yesterday. It's like flipping hell. Could you not have chosen a better day? Oh well, look at this. How's that for a group shot? Let's hope no one falls backwards into the tube station. That is a super, super duper group shot. And the reason they're posing there, folks, Westminster Station, just above. That was really good. Thumbs up for that family for being smart and grabbing the opportunity to get a top picture without a phone box in the background. Oh, we've got a loving couple have just arrived from Ascot here, I think. Look, she's like, mon amour, je t'aime. Moi aussi je t'aime. Londres, je dors. Okay, who's next? Oh, I mean, this woman will at least try and smile. She's like, I'm going to smile for this picture, but when we get back to the hotel, you are dead. Oh, wait, the family from... Let's miss the station. Oh, goodness me. I do like how chill most tourists are, though, with being on a video. I guess they sort of realised that. Oh, you remember, guys, somebody listened to me. Remember what I said about somebody setting up like a little Photoshop or something over here? Somebody actually has, look. Do you want a photo printed? She's standing there with an umbrella and a little Instagram thing. No way. Okay. I mean, I guess... Sorry, I couldn't hear myself think there, let alone speak. I guess it's smart. I mean, maybe, I don't know, it's a coincidence. We've never seen anyone there before, have we? Offering their services. By the way, folks, for any of you that wanted to see what it's like inside the phone box, it's appalling, is what it's like inside the phone box. It's grubby, very grubby. And someone's about to stick their kids in there. Look, he's like, you want to get ill? Go in that phone box. Yeah, it's grubby, folks, very grubby inside. And not to mention, in the winter, the homeless use them to, and yeah, they themselves in the phone box and all over the place. I haven't really got a cough, I'm just making sure my video doesn't get pulled. So yes, apparently there was a protest or protests and all sort of nonsense yesterday, but I didn't see anything when I had a quick look through last night that looked particularly unusual or unique. I don't think we missed anything yesterday is what I'm trying to say. Today, no clue. I mean, I guess we'll see when we get there. It should be a lot more peaceful. We should not, and more importantly, the horses should not get disturbed by idiocy or loud protests. However, we won't know that unequivocally until we get there. I'm tempted actually to walk along that way and actually, people, you know what? I'm going to show you something we haven't seen before, and I'm only going to do that because I'm reasonably certain they will have finished the morning inspection. So we're going to walk along King Charles Street, okay? And this is where we saw the group, the Myanmar group, a few days ago. Any of you that didn't see that video, that's my personal favourite, I think, of this year. That was a great video. I really liked that and enjoyed it immensely. I believe that is Iranian Persian over there. I'm reasonably certain it is, but it's been there for a long time. I personally kind of understand how the authorities permit that encampment to stay there. Because does it not set a dangerous precedent? Okay, they've set up, it's a sit-in protest. What if, I don't know, a homeless collective decided, hey, we're going to do a sit-in protest on that corner, and so on and so forth, and the entire area effectively becomes jammed between two of the UK's major government departments. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. Look, Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. You know, isn't it utterly extraordinary that they would let an Iranian group set up camp there, and they've been there for months. So I don't get it. Anyway, we'll continue our walk along here. We'll hit the Churchill War Rooms in a minute. Then we'll go right to Horseguardsparade. I will likely talk a little bit less today because damn, it's hot, people. Ooh. But the architecture on this street is extraordinary. I mean, it really is utterly spectacular. Look at this. It's a museum, but the outside version. I like this particular street because of the way the steps drop down at the end. Almost looks like you're about to enter into a forest. That's St James's Park beyond, but this really is a beautiful spot. The green, folks. How green is the green? Extraordinary, isn't it? Okay, let's try not to fall down the steps. The queue over here, which also put me in the shade for a few minutes, is for the Church of Warrens that I mentioned before.
You know, I get it all mixed up.
Definitely worth it, without a doubt. Here we are. Church of Warrens. And from briefly listening to the queue, good number of Americans. Not really surprising though, I would expect it. Not because ordinarily they like to visit this kind of stuff or anything Churchill related. But as I mentioned, that Swifty concert was last night in London. So that's a Church of Warrens. The steps we just walked down. I just sauntered down. I'm going to go over to this side of the barriers and continue our lovely little walk before we hit horseguards. I mean, look at the light, folks. It is extraordinary, is it not? Wow, wow, muck, wow. I'm hoping the gate might be open to this old house that's kind of just lost in the middle of the trees here. It has featured in the video before, but not for some time. For those of you that are watching primarily for the horses, fear not, in less than 5 minutes we'll hit the front. Look at this little house. It's also a nursery, by the way. You can buy plants and stuff. But guys, if I stop for a second, is that not utterly spectacular light or what? Notice a difference in the coloration of the leaves, where you've got those that are in the sun and those that are in the shade. Magnificent. St James's Park, fountains, etc. Way in the distance, give or take half a mile away, is Buckingham Palace. Really, really beautiful, isn't it? On a day like today, it's about as good as it gets, people, to be honest. I mean, it really is utterly beautiful, the light. That old architecture. Commonwealth flags we have along here. And I seem to remember that they'll be here until military season finishes at the end of July. We have 2 or 3 beating the retreats coming up. Been a long time actually since we approached horseguards from the parade ground rear. This, I believe, is the first time we've ever approached from the parade ground rear via King Charles Street. I think that's a first for this channel. I don't ever remember doing it before in a video. Back of Downing Street, etc., folks. I mean, it's quite a glorious house, isn't it? I don't think any of us would say that that's not quite spectacular. I'm just thinking, actually, buildings. Yes, that is the back of Downing Street. Not going to get too close with the camera in case they get a bit cheesed off. Armed police there. Who were not, interestingly, folks, military defence police. I mean, then again, they wouldn't be, it's not a military property, but those red vans, they are the Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Group. So that's the other group of officers that you typically see heavily armed in central London. Beautiful, beautiful house, isn't it? It really is spectacular. It's funny actually, because a couple of times I wonder if it is actually the back of Downing Street when I've been further along, but looking at the architecture, it has to be. That Downing Street, a little bit more horseguards. I'm quite sure it is. Either that or they've tricked me. I wonder actually how this many people are flooding away from horseguards this morning. Very curious. Construction is still ongoing for what I believe is the Japanese state visit happening in... wait, it's not happening this coming week, I think. I think on the 25th or something like that. But there we are. Straight ahead would lead us to the Mall. So if we go into the end of this road turn left, we then be on the Mount or Buckingham Palace. Golly gosh, it is, I cannot believe that that the troopers were out here for a long time in the sun this morning. It is crazy hot at the back here. It's like I just walked into a little sauna from the swimming pool. Whoa. I forgot how much this parade ground really captures the heat. Oh look, it's like a scene from The Walking Dead, folks, look. So don't go that way. They'll eat you alive. Don't worry people, I'm not going that way. I mean, I actually am. Strictly speaking, I am. Crunchy crunch. It really is some of the most spectacular architecture on earth, isn't it? When you take the whole thing in from where we started, pretty much at Big Ben and the bridge, along to here. I mean, unfortunately, that's only about 0.01% of London that looks anything like this, guys, but the rest of it, yeah, I mean, it has its highlights, but of course it's nothing like this. So any of you are thinking of leaving your life behind and moving to London, I would say only do it if you're on at least, I'm trying to think actually, 150 to 250k a year, pounds that is. That will get you a normal life in the centre, but maybe a 2-bed apartment. To be rich in London and to feel like you can kind of do whatever you want and to live well, plenty of space, eat out a couple of times a week, £500,000 a year. Yeah, we're kind of at those numbers, people. It's madness. I mean, although there are other more expensive places to live, London is not an exception. Whew. Right, I'm going to take a breath after that 1 mile virtual non-stop walk narration. Heat's just hit me. 1 second, guys, I'm going to have some water. That's better. Right, and here we are. We've made it. Uh-oh, have we? Imagine, folks, if we walk through the tunnel to a group of idiots or clowns or rude, disrespectful young people. You would not believe that time was fortuitous. You would think, hold on a second, he paid those kids to be like that. However, they might actually be good. Very odd though, these two over here on the right, standing there just having a chat. Hopefully they won't start pointing and being disrespectful. I'd hate to have to interject, as you know, guys, I really dislike doing that. I'm sure that Dopey there with his bushy haircut would have said something if I wasn't right there. You can see the body language is off. But hey, I mean, we see it here, not every day, but fairly regularly. Oh, he's like, peasants, get out of the gate. Actually, I think he's the teacher. This dude is the teacher. Which is something of a surprise. I was wondering if they were shooting a Sons of Anarchy reboot, actually, or Mayans, season 6. Oh, here he is, look, bro's like getting curious now with the police. Maybe he doesn't try and grab the gun. That's going to be a big no from me if he grabs the gun. Now, interestingly, folks, at the front now, it's beautifully uncluttered. It's busy here, not absolutely rammed, but it's uncluttered, which is my ideal. I mean, it's my absolute dream fantasy horse guards morning. Of course, I've gone to sleep. So let's get us right in front to see which horse we've got here this morning. Now, if they just had a normal, whatever normal is, morning inspection, this horse would have only come into the box, let me think, 5 minutes ago, perhaps? I mean, a very, very short while ago. I can't, unfortunately, read the hoof number because the trooper, oh, lady trooper, everybody, one that I don't recognise, actually. Yeah, lady trooper on this horse, and I can tell from her facial expression that she's absolutely flipping boiling. I know how she feels. I really do. Come on, horsey, step forward. That's it. Show us your hoof. Oh, there we go. Got the hoof. 1 second, guys. Let me ID this one for you. Scrolling down through the massive lifeguard list. Right, we're at the blues list. This is Tala, or Tara, as I often call this horse. Big and beautiful horse, this one. You can see at the back, just about, 2 white socks. Very, very cute little star at the front. Massive respect to the trooper for bringing the horse out of the box. Yeah, she's going to notice in a minute though, sitting out of the box as she just moved the horse, so she's already going back, that it's not going to work. When the troopers bring the horse out, just a tiny bit more, literally a foot from where she's sitting now, boom, the sun smash, blinds her, hits the cuirass, hits the helmet, a complete and utter nightmare. We just saw that, pull the horse out for a split second to test it. It's like, nope. Horse seems pretty chill, to be fair. Let's hope that same is true of the tourists, in fact. Some of whom are actually listen to me right now, which is a bit awkward. We've got this Dutch bus just comes along and decides to block the whole of horseguards. Very considerate. It's my horse. No, it's not. It's extraordinary actually, some people haven't got hats on. I've got my summer extreme weather hat today. And even with this on, it's a bit steamy. Take a look, it's a horse. I'm trying to think actually, folks, whether or not we saw this lady trooper recently. I don't think we have. Anyone remember her from a recent video? That bro got there just in time for this lot, and their massive group decided to effectively invade and take over and monopolise. That's what I was looking for. We'll have a look at the other horse in a few minutes. It's not going anywhere. We are at 24 minutes past the hour, so we've got plenty of time. It's amazing how many people don't quite get it. I'm not sure what they found so funny, but hey, it is what it is. The guard shop has a new employee, and she is enjoying some study time while the tourists leave her alone and refrain from trying to shoplift. Now, bearing in mind I said it's about 25 past 11. The Buckingham Palace guard change will be finishing very soon, imminently in fact. And there's a good possibility that everyone that's there at the moment, busily annoying the police, etc., will be heading this way afterward. This trooper, in fact, is doing very well. He's only squinting a teeny bit. If I were over there with no sunglasses, oh my gosh. With my pasty white boy skin, folks, wow, I've actually blinded myself just with the reflection from my own nose. Now, interestingly, they haven't put the chain back up to the stables. I don't know why they haven't done that, but as you can see, it's not there. The other 2 chains are in place, so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, hold on a second. Nope, I thought the trooper might come out then and put it back up. It's usually at this point that people decide, oh, I'm going to wander in because there's no chain. Should I tell her, guys, that is the entrance to the Haagen-Dazs summer pop-up here at Horseguards, just through the gates there. Guarantee somebody would believe me. Oh, he's trying to turn the kid, but the kid's like, "What was that?" He's like, "I want to be like that when I get older." Oh, goodness me. Sweet. I think it's a tour group. Some guy's got it's like a handkerchief or something on a pole, which I find a bit odd, in fact, to be quite fair, right in front of the guard. But it looks like a tour, yeah, it is a tour group. Unlicensed one, no lanyard, no official London tour guide accreditation as usual. What a surprise. I'm not sure if it's a Thai group, but well, he's doing pretty good, isn't he? How does he find this many customers when he hasn't got a license? Anyone else? Me? Can I join in? Please. Now the thing is, this bearded trooper would definitely deal with miscreants quite firmly if they decide to go around into the archway. Now the fact that we've got no train on either side, I think we'll make it more likely somebody's going to walk in on this side. That's my logic anyway. How on earth the troopers stay icy cool and not having sweat beads running down their face in this weather? I have no clue. It's fitness, then there's hyper fitness. Somebody's kind of screaming like, ooh, at the front. So everybody turned around kind of simultaneously, like, what's that? I guess that's an extra added benefit of having a large, well-paying group. You take the time to make them happy by taking the pictures of all of them. So I can't really say I blame the guy. He's got to make a living and be able to live at the end of the day. I know if I stand here it won't happen, but I know if I don't stand here it will happen, because every single time we are here and then leave, it happens. But you know what? I'm not going to stand there with the camera in front of the archway all the way during this video, for obvious reasons. Okay, it's picking up somewhat at the front, which is good, I think. I mean, it's kind of good. Let's see which beauty we've got.
Go a bit further. No, closer.
Be sure that I don't destroy any pictures here. You're not hot, man. Whoa, whoa. Okay, good to see the police right at the front as well today. That said, I do wonder often if they're at the front, who's watching the yard. But then I suddenly remember, hold on, over Christmas when we had the closure, they installed a complete new security system here, and those overhead cameras that we can see in the boxes that appeared a few weeks ago are a product of that new security system. Now this horse is a bit too far back for me to ID at people, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll see. Now, what is it? It's 11:30. Typically between noon and 1, we hit the hottest part of the day, i.e. today high 20s. I don't know what the temperature gauge needs to read in the yard for the trooper to decide, hey, I'm going to take a pail and water the horses. I'll be pretty surprised actually if we don't see somebody coming up with water. Trooper's looking super chill. He's got the best end actually, because the sun vanishes from this end first as it moves along Whitehall, so he'll be able to probably in his next shift sit out of the box on his horse, completely chill, without worrying about getting super hot. Oh, tourists, come on. We have horses here, they're waiting for you. Got to get exactly the right selfie with the horse. Only thing missing from her little attempt is a smile. That's nice. You could have said thanks. Really coming through behind me, but as you can see, people are just walking straight past the horse like it's invisible. Oh my, wait, hold on a second. Summer clothing. Except it's not, it's winter clothing. How curious. First offering of the day, child sacrifice for the king's horse. Oh. That was quick. Okay, so apparently the other horse is not having a good time. He didn't come out the box, but for a very brief moment, I didn't see it. A friend tapped me on my shoulder. The horse reared up a teeny bit. Odd. No idea why. We'll leave that beauty alone anyway. We'll leave Tolar alone. I'll ID the other one when the trooper decides to finally pull him out of the box, because right now it's impossible. It's very chill here today, actually, which is an absolute pleasure from my perspective. Certainly filming here is much, much easier and more enjoyable when it's chill like this. Oh, hold on, ladies and gents. I am seeing a blue pail. Now the thing is, oh, hold on a second. The trooper's dropped the pail on the floor just beyond the gate. The thing is, he can't open the gate whilst carrying the pail, because the gate has a very peculiar. Well, I'm not going to go into details. Let's just say the gate is not the easiest to open, and ideally, you'd need at least one spare hand, which with a pail that big ain't happening. Let's see. He's left a pail right there. See? Okay, there's the gate opening up, and here comes the pail, folks. So we've, I think, possibly for the first time captured the pail coming out of the yard, or the stable area, into the yard. We got that just at the right moment, didn't we? Yes, we did. We're in the right spot at the right moment for this. Is the horse going to drink though? That's the key question. Or is he going to be like, you know what? Nah. Oh, smiles at lots of smiles. She's like, why don't you take that pail of water and toss it over those annoying holes that film here? Obviously, rub down coming up. That's what we wanted to see, isn't it, folks? Yes, it is. I don't know who enjoys it more, actually, the horse or the troopers. That's a happy horse. He's like, yeah, man. I don't know if we're going to get one of those glorious horsey smiles. Is he going to drink? Oh, he's straight in there, this one. Look at that. Sploshy splosh. There we go. Classic Flamer's response. And the trooper, he got absolutely drenched 1 second. Here he is. Wow. I was not expecting that, in fact. That absolute textbook Fleming's response. This was more fussy. He's like, hold on a second, I want a fresh pail. Okay, so just confirmed from the trooper as well, it is the name I said it was earlier. Too many people next to me for me to repeat it, but I was correct in my naming. I mean, at least the trooper's not going to get a soaking this time. I just say he's happy about that. Also, don't do it on camera. John's watching. A really interesting mark over the horse's left eye, folks. What do we think that is? Let me keep myself way out of the trooper's way. Feels much more fussy. There we go. Job done. Yeah, move a bit faster, chap. Idiot just froze right in front of me. Okay, so that's our first watering. The measuring device, I'm not sure if we can still see what it said. It's way out actually in the yard. I wouldn't ordinarily go into the corner to look at it, but for some reason they've stuck it way out in the yard. It's actually over the line, which is good for us because it means I don't kind of feel like I'm being intrusive or too nosy having a look at it, because it is kind of accessible. That said, I'm not going to look at the display. I think they've probably put it that way for a reason. Anyway, troopers putting the chain back up. That's the reason that the chain was down. And if you remember, folks, when we had that one boiling hot day last month, curious tourist, look, it's the temperature. When it gets really, really hot, they water the horses, so they check the temperature here all the time with us. Yeah, digital thermometer. Yeah.
Guards will be changed.
They change every hour. So what have we got now? Another like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and they'll change over new horses, etc. Yeah, so soon. Worth waiting for if you haven't seen it. Okay, enjoy. Hey, all right. So busy. In fact, I don't know why she's frozen her whole host palace group in the centre here. Again, another huge group. But I guess if they're spending money here, folks, it's a win-win, isn't it, realistically? It's worth putting up with 1% ESC for 99% good behaviour. It's funny because I was not actually expecting that we get the watering that soon. I thought we'd probably get it post-noon. So I'm guessing that they're on it at least once, possibly twice an hour. Because you just know there'll be some tourists that will go home and post a video. Oh, you know, I went to horseguards and they didn't even give the horses water, even though they might have watered them 10 minutes before the tourist was there or 10 minutes after they've left. The army do need to be careful of the optics, I guess, because it only takes a slight bit of misreporting and boom, there's a problem. I remember just after the Elizabeth Cup prep, there was supposedly a source that was never verified because it was nonsense at Hyde Park that said the horses were mistreated. Anyone that's been following these horses and the way they're treated by the troopers and HCAV generally, since this channel started and indeed a long time before it, knows that is untrue. Oh, well, what is this? I've just noticed it. Penny just dropped, guys. That's right. They've changed the flag. Of course they changed the flag because of the state visit. Right. It's now a bit busy. Oh my god. Wait, they've all decided to go to this side. I'm not sure why this side in particular. I guess because Talar's way out of the box. Yeah, that's the reason. Talar is pretty much in the middle of the street. The other horse is way back in the box. So for the moment, it's like there's only one horse out on duty. 1 second, folks. Try and push through, get a spot. It is really packed here. Golly gosh. Oh, this is a sign of things to come this morning. Okay, so we're reasonably close. Couldn't keep a straight face for long enough, I think. I'm the only one here that's sweating. Everyone else is filming. Just like icy cool, chill. Like this dude on the left. Me, I'm like a walking ice cream during its melting process. I need that white Tommy Hilfiger hat. with my North African Sand Edition.
Yeah.
July is super chill. Incidentally, folks, I think the last time I was here, Friday, we just about hit 70k. I think we passed 71 already this morning. It was very quick. Not sure if that's a horse backing up or the trooper taking her out of the sun. Him out of the sun, sorry. This horse is not a mare. Okay. Got this annoying line of midget videographers that were here a couple of weeks ago, all along the front with the phones. All women, middle-aged women, very curious. I'm not sure actually, they might well be live streaming to the Philippines or something. It's like National Blondie Day or something today. Trooper, like myself, is very red-faced. That's how hot it is, people. I dare say she's counting the minutes down. I'm flipping am on her behalf. Oh, special guest, visitor. No mints though. Wait, where are the mints? Oh, smiles all around. Love it. For example, when the guy just that was the first one.
Quando você tenta ajudar, às vezes
Okay, so
piora. Vai, tira daqui.
yeah. I'm sure they will. Okay guys, so that was the first watering of the day. My friend just confirmed. So we did get very lucky, didn't we? Again, without timing. We pretty much just like rocked up here at Horse Guards and boom. They're watering the horses. Bing bong. 15 minutes, folks, until the changeover. I will likely, just thinking, yeah, I think we'll be able to cover that. Maybe just about. It'll be a bit tight. Let's see how we go with the video. 70-minute rule. I'm trying to keep to it. It's not always easy though. It's okay, don't worry. God, here we go. Everyone's flooding through the middle now, right in front of the horse, which has pretty much ruined everyone's video. It's so busy behind me, but everyone's just looking and watching. Oh, lady dressed as Cleopatra over here. A little bro is already taking a picture. Penny dropped. God, here we go. Someone else pushing him. Don't smudge those boots. The troopers are massively eyeballing her hand. I personally think that people should have an amputation at the wrist if they touch the boots. I mean, giving you 21st century medical treatment, they could probably sew it back on again. Imagine how viral that would go, folks. Sorry, chap. Sorry, chap. Forwards or back? Thank you. It would be good, ideally, I think, if they had one, just one. Imagine that video went hyper viral. Somebody's hand falling on the floor and been chopped off. That girl was just like, you know what, bro? You and your banana shirt, you take it. Again, that social situational awareness is completely absent on the part of some tourists. Okay, she's back. Very patient lady in the hijab. She should have just pushed him over, to be fair. The way he just inserted himself into a picture. Oh, that's a hat I'm liking. So smart tourists who actually fixed her phone with a little retractable cord to her rucksack. Very smart that. I'd advise anyone coming to London to do that. There's very, very cheap retractable metal cords attached to your phone. The idiots that come along with phone snatch avoid ordinarily people that have phones either on a lanyard around their neck or on those retractable cords. It's just not worth the bother. Small, bro. Damn, it's pretty continuous now, isn't it?
No. Let's see.
Move myself back a teeny bit so we're a little bit closer to being directly in front.
Over here.
Also trying to keep up. Second, guys. Folks, I've never been in this position behind a guy before. Oh, bro, no, I'm just like laughing for my video because I'm standing here and he moves his bum back onto my. I'm like, dude, bro, that's not me. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a bit awkward. I found myself blushing then, folks. Yeah, I've never had a guy rub up on me before. Hopefully that was the first and last time that ever happened. Even the police are laughing. Oh, man, seriously? Oops. He didn't realise because he was busy like adjusting his son's t-shirt. And he's like, what's that behind me? It's like, dude. Oops. Okay, who's up next? Oh, this tall dude's going to scare the horse, look. End of this month, most of next month, most of August, we'll have a lot of very, very pasty, red, sweaty tourists in our videos. I remember how bad it was last summer, and I'm one of them, folks. To be quite honest with you all. With y'all.
Ale?
He's up next. I have to wonder actually why they still have the massive fluffy saddle blanket. Because that must make the nether regions extremely flipping sweaty in this weather. Is there not a sort of a summer version of equestrians? I don't know. Sort of made by Fjordreven or something like that that has kind of, wicking properties. That reminds me, I need to start looking through my Bermuda shorts collection. I think those white wobbly knees of mine need to make an appearance this summer. Ta-da. Good job, ladies and gents. We still didn't ID the other horse, did we? I'm not sure if that means we are going to get an ID or whether it is pretty much not going to happen. Starting to populate in the yard actually for the next guard change, which is not really a surprise. I still didn't get an ID on this one. 1 second. Nope. Nowhere near clear enough. Oh, let's see if you can turn up me, horsey. Is that right? Where's the guy with the water? I want some more. And I can't say I blame him. That said, they're not going to be watered again, not yet. But it's coming.
Sorry. Thank you.
Run, Zach, run. Touch him. You can touch him.
I'm saying touch him, the boy's like, no. People have been good today, aren't they? Very good, actually. The only negative, for any of you that are visiting or going to visit, is we are 7-8 minutes away, give or take. Actually, it's 6. Look at the clock, and yet it's already full. Look at this. And this is not a tour group either that have been dumped here, folks. This is just a massive number of tourists that have effectively decided to completely fill the line. That was very quick, actually, and very, very early compared to even how it normally happens. Golly gosh. So that's the downside, and it would like to stay like this, i.e. mad busy, until probably, I'm thinking, I mean, it depends if we have an Indian summer, possibly actually even into October. I've still got some videos from last October. I think one of them I posted yesterday or the day before, where people were still wearing short sleeves and shorts, which is completely ridiculous. The Octobers of my youth, you'd be expecting it to be 5 to 10 degrees, something like that, perhaps even colder. So it's, yeah, really different. But that's a lot of people, folks. Bearing in mind it's not that busy at the front. Everyone that's standing here right now is about to get moved. Get ready for it. mean, it's quite difficult though to figure out, isn't it, that if you have a stroller, buggy, or pushchair, that it probably isn't a good idea to put it right in front of the doors to the box where the horse needs to go. I get it. I mean, you would think that would be a great place to store it, wouldn't you? I mean, this is after all a military barracks. Where else would you put it? I'm not going to stay in the yard, folks, for the changeover for two reasons. Reason number one, there were too many people. And more importantly, reason number two, there are too many people. It's the only reason that we need, realistically. We're not, in all probability, going to be seeing a gatesman, chitsman changeover yet either. So I'm happy to be at the front with the police, with the horse, and with the trooper. Get myself behind the bollard. Got myself caught out there. Too busy talking, I forgot about getting behind the bollards. 1 second. That's it. Ta-da! Let's see if we can quickly get an idea on this one before... In fact, I don't think we will, to be honest with you guys. It's got that, almost like some of the hooves have glitter sprinkled on them. Like some kind of tar or something that's super reflective. I can't even see any etching on the hoof of this horse. So it's going to stay as unknown horsey briefly for the moment. Big respect for the troopers in this heat. I don't know what the temperature needs to be for them to get taken off. We will see that, I dare say, if not this month, then next month. It's pretty much inevitable. But we've got just about... Sure, let me look at the time. It's 11:58, so we've got roughly 90 seconds, give or take, until they change the horse over. It's a pity, actually, that we can't get the idea on this one yet. Funny, because that white mark above the eye, I don't recognise it. I don't think I've seen that mark before. And that's problematic because it means I've got absolutely no clue to even go for an educated guess. It looks like the horse almost like took a chunk out of his head on the left. It's not a birthmark or similar. I definitely haven't seen a horse with a mark like that on the side of its head, so I'm going to guess horsey had an accident. Luckily, it didn't actually catch his eye. At least everyone's respecting the unwritten rules and staying way back, which has got to be a positive, folks, am I right? And there is the bell. Oh, the horsey knows. He's already like, I'm off. Trooper's like, no, you're not. Not yet. You need to wait a little teeny weeny bit longer. The horse moved the second the bell rang the first time. I was not expecting that. He knows that it's almost game over. The time is quite well. We should just about get the new horse coming to the box before the video ends. As long as the last couple of horse is reasonably quick with a brief inspection. Surprised guys actually how quickly the time went since the walk and the arrival here. So new horse is just appearing. Huge crowd at the front. It's really packed. So quite lucky to have this spot right front central of this box. Actually, very lucky, I would say. I was like, you are John, yes. And folks, I'm going to leave it to you all to guess. That's right, I said y'all. To guess which horse is coming in next. I'm not going to name the next horse. But I'll give you a clue. It's not Ormond. How's that for a clue? However, this horse does have a massive head. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes. Oh, it is straight back. And there we have it. Dismount happening in the yard, which is pretty much, look at my timing. I'm meant to bid you all farewell, folks. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the extremely hot. Oh, hold on a second. Couple of horse. Very lucky. I didn't in the video when I was about to. Just call that. Almost choked my polo mint. Anyway, folks, from what has been the hottest day thus far of 2024 here at Horseguards. I'll be back real soon, as you know. Bye bye, horsey. Bye for now, guys.